Good morning, good morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, half 7 actually, and I'm currently in Dod Wood, which is adjacent to Bassenthwaite. Get to Keswick, go north, you get to Dod Wood, Forestry Commission place, which is lovely. Me and Theo did the mount in Dod a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, something like that now. But today I'm here and I'm walking up Ulloch Pike, Longside and Carlside. That's the plan. It's a 6-mile walk. I reckon about 4.5 hours. I've had to put a fleece on because although yesterday was the hottest day of the year in England, it's quite nippy here. There's a lot of cloud inversion when I was driving, so it's a bit cold. No doubt in about 20 minutes the fleece will be in the bag. But anyway, so we're going to set off. We go past these the little huts there to the right hand side, and then we should pick up a path. So we go about half a mile or so, relatively flat, and then sort of hairpin ourselves back to then pick up the main ridge up Ulloch Pike, and then leading up to Carlside. So I say should be round about 4.5 hours, I reckon. So with a bit of luck, I'll be back by 12 o'clock. So I've been going for 15 minutes. So just following the yellow markers at the moment through the wood. We're just on a little bridge here, Can you see that bridge there? Over Sandbeds Gill, I think it's called. So we are following the path into the doom over there, the darkness. So we're heading that way. And probably got another half mile, I think, of this, which is quite nice. Nice way to stretch the old muscles out before you start climbing properly. Must admit, after the first 150 yards, I thought, what am I doing this for? Go back to the car Ivan and head to Ambleside for coffee, but no, I've stayed. But yeah, in through that wood, and I think we bear to the right at some point, and then we'll pick up the ridge. So we're just about finished with the wood. We're on the north edge of the wood, or the high edge of the wood, don't know which way it is. So following this path now, up through the bracken, and then it bears right at some point. I think the path splits and I need to fork off to the right. Careful how I say that. And then I think that is probably a good idea of the ridge that we're going up. I think it's probably sat slightly behind that, so I don't know if I can see any of the tops we're going to hit or not. I might be completely wrong, in which case I'll let you know, but it's Ulloch Pike, Longside and then Carlside, and then I'll drop down from Carlside to the other side of Dod Wood, probably go past the Osprey viewing bit, because the Ospreys are on Bassenthwaite. Go past there and then have a little, might even have a cup of tea when I get to the bottom. So, been going 40 minutes. 40 minutes we've gained about 600 feet in height. It's about 200 metres or something, I don't know. Something like that. But you know, 40 minutes effort, and then that opens up in front of you. Beautiful view of the only lake in the Lake District, Bassenthwaite Lake. Everything else is a mere or a water or something like that. It's the only lake. Just fantastic. I'd say 40 minutes of doubling your heart rate. So we are just about, I mentioned before that we are begin to switch back. Well, this is where the path splits. So that way, dunno. That way, up. So that's the way we got to go. So I think it will probably crest over that little bit of a knoll there, and then I hope, be able to see the ridge proper and see exactly where we're going. So we've done about just shy of 1.5 miles walking of a 6-mile walk. So I'm not going to do the next 1.5 miles in 40 minutes, I don't think, but we will see. It's still only 20 past 8. Beautiful morning. It is getting warm now, so the fleece will be off very shortly. Now I've got through the wood, it's it's a bit warmer. So I'm just going to get up to that little knoll up there, and then I think I'll whip off the old fleece. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we've done the switcheroo. You will see the fleece is gone. Lovely view of Bassenthwaite still, the only lake in the Lake District. So lovely view there. And finally, the walk is kind of straight ahead of you now. Can't miss it. So the big lump there is Ulloch Pike, and then just to the left of that you can see the little ridge. So at some point that hits Longside and then Carlside. I think Longside isn't like a lump or anything, I don't know yet, I've not been obviously, but I read somewhere that Alfred Wainwright put Longside into the 214 just to make up the numbers. And yet there's a couple of crags around Score Fell that you think surely that's more worthy of a mention, but no. So we got 3 Wainwrights hopefully today. Ulloch Pike first, so we'll follow the path. It looks pretty obvious so far, and I think I've got a little bit of cheeky ridging to do. There's a bit of scrambling if I want to, or I think there might be some ways around the scramble if I don't want to, but yeah, we can start making our way further into the path of Ulloch Pike. So just having a little break for 5 minutes. After you make that switch, it looks like there's sort of 3 lumps to get over. Just been over the first one there, and then there's a second one just ahead there. And then I think after that it might be a bit up and down, but it's not as lumpy. That's the final climb then up to top of Ulloch Pike. So yeah, I think we've got the worst bit of climbing still to come, or the steepest bit still to come, but we've already gained quite a lot of height. As you can see when you look at the size of the roofs down there, quite small. So yeah, so we gained quite a lot of height, and it'll probably be, the speed I go, probably be half an hour before I'm at the top of Ulloch Pike, but it's only just gone 3 minutes past 9, so there's plenty of time in the day, there's plenty of sunlight to make it. And today is one of those days where all I'm doing is just plodding, just having a little plod along, stopping plenty of times. It's been 6 months since I've been to come up a mountain, so I need to get my fitness levels back up to be able to do more. 9:45, still not at the top of Ulloch Pike, but I think that's the final ascent just over my shoulder there. I'm not as fit as I was last time I came up here. I need to do a bit more work, but it's 9:45. I've got virtually all of the climbing done now, I think. Probably got 100 metres of climbing left to do, but the roofs on the houses are small. It's what me and Theo said when we were coming, when we're going back down. Look how the roofs are getting bigger. So the roofs have got very small now. So I'm obviously quite a way up. You can see the route there up this part of the ridge. Dead straightforward. Loads of paths are obvious. Once you get to this bit, it's a little bit slippery because the ground's not great, and obviously the slate on Skidder is notoriously slippy anyway, so it can be a bit rough, so you just got to keep your wits about you. But that's the final bit, just over that lump. There'll probably be another lump, which should be the top of Ulloch Pike, and then we've got the ridge walk proper across to Longside and Carlside. So let's get this last bit done, to get over the top of that lip and then see what's on the other side. So the top of Ulloch Pike, there's the cairn, such as it is. Top of Ulloch Pike, and that's the ridge that we're going up along now. So towards Longside, that's called Longside Edge, I think. So we go to Longside and then up to Carlside after that. So tough last bit of the climb. It's the steepest part of the climb of the day, I think, that last bit. And the sun is out now and it's sweating like heck. So I'm going to get a little bit further. There's a little dip down, and then just as I start climbing up again, we'll have another stop and just put some more sun cream on, so I don't burn myself. What is it? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Just over 2 hours since I left the car, and we're halfway through the walk. So you can see Dod Wood there. So the car is somewhere at the bottom of there. That's Dod itself. So that is that's a Wainwright, which me and Theo have been up. So that's the route back down. Really, we follow this ridge and then turn right, drop down the mountain, hit the mountain roads there, and then hit the forest road. Sorry, and then dribble back to the car. So we're going to push on for a little bit longer. So we are at the top of Longside. So you can see down there, that is Ulloch Pike. Done that. That's the cairn for Longside, which we have touched. And the next route is that away. So we follow this path down, and then you'll see one goes left, one goes right. We're going right to that, I think that's the cairn up there. I can just about see a little pimple on the horizon. I think you can just about see that. Anyway, I think that should be the top of Carlside, and then once we've done that, we're then going to sweep down that bit, and you can just about see the mountain road there. So that's where we'll end up, and then we walk down the mountain road through the forest road, sorry, through Dod Wood, or the side of Dod Wood, and back to the car. So we're making pretty good progress. Say I've been going for probably 2.5 hours. Halfway through the walk. Been a nice walk, particularly when I've not been for 6 months. It's nice to get moving again. Even this morning when I was driving up here, I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I can be bothered, but once I set off, once your legs warm up, then it's absolutely beautiful. It's just the best way to relax. So we'll plod on. Probably Carlside in another 15 minutes, I would have reckoned, and then that'll be me 3 for today. So the top of Carlside, lovely cairn there, look at that. And then you can see Skidder over there. Skidder little man. Did that earlier this year, so 3 more of the Northern Fells done. I think that leaves me with 5 to go. Great Calver, Bakestall, Blencathra, Mongrisel Common and Bannerdale Crags. That'll be the 5 done, so that'll be Northern Fells done rather. So maybe, hopefully I can get them done this year. So I'm now going to hit this cairn, turn right, and the path should now lead me down into to Dod Wood, to the top of Dod Wood, and I'll pick up the forest road at some point back to the car. So not a bad morning. It's 10:30. It's very, very hot now though, so I'm going to start getting down and try and get a bit more coolness in me. So plenty of water's gone in, plenty more water will go in on the drawing bit. So just about down at a place called Whitestones. Hope you can see that. I wonder how they get the name. So drop down a path, you get to Carlside, hit the cairn, turn right, and then it's a steady path down, quite loose. Gravel on it, but it was all right. Got down all right. Now get to the bottom of there, hit Whitestones, turn right, and then I drop now down onto the into Dod Wood and pick up a forest road, and then it's back down to the car, and jobs are good in. So it's just gone 5 to 11, so I set off at around about 5 to 8, something like that. So not bad. 3 hours. 3 Wainwrights, Wainwright an hour, and just dropping back down now. So been really good. Great way to clear your head. Think of things that have happened in your past. Think of things that could happen in your future, and you realise that you can't change the past. And if you're lucky, your future will just be fantastic. So always keep your focus on the future. Deal with today, forget about yesterday, look to the future. That's my philosophical bit for today. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you do subscribe, that'd be great. I will try and come up here a bit more often now to get a few more fells done this year. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's great if you like it, and lovely if you want to make a comment as well, as long as it's not nasty, because that'll just upset me. Okay, look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.